Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Let's just get right into the 500 millibar chart here. The first obvious thing of note is that we have a pretty obvious trough stretching across a good eastern half of the United States here. The low pressure center is a little bit elongated, kind of from Lake Huron there all the way down into Tennessee. This is not really going to be a huge problem for us. Most of our precipitation for the forecast period is done and over with. We're going to continue to have some snow through the day today, but other than that, the main thing to note is what this system is responsible for, which is the creation and the very rapid intensification of a low pressure system right off the east coast. It's a nor'easter. It is going to be a big time winter storm for the East Coast. And something to note is we do end up with a little bit of a kind of like shortwave ridge here at some point. Or not really even a shortwave, just a ridge in general. It's a little broad, but that is just a full-scale ridge as we head into tomorrow evening for us. But as we head into Tuesday morning, you'll notice a trough-like feature starting to take shape just to our northwest. And there is indeed a jet starting to build at the bottom of that. And I think that is something we are absolutely going to have to keep our eye on. I think we could certainly see some more precipitation moving into our area later in the day Tuesday, probably closer to Tuesday, like late Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. Now, of course, that will be refined as we get closer, but we could certainly see some precipitation from that system. Now, if we go a little bit lower down to the 700 millibars, excuse me, that nor'easter is a lot more apparent. And that thing, like, bombs out. And yeah, that is a technical term. I don't know if that's actually reaching the criteria for bombogenesis, but god dang does it look like it. That thing is... Yee, that is crazy. Like, this is like eye candy to me. Like, wow. That thing is incredible. Anyway, we kind of have this ridge stick its nose into our business tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. And then once again, at the 700 millibar level, as we head into, and now this right here, early Tuesday morning, that is indeed a shortwave ridge. That is like right, that is like just above us. That is indeed a shortwave ridge. But we can really see that next low pressure system and associated trough starting to move into our area. So, I mean, Tuesday morning might be nice. Yeah, the morning might be nice, particularly around the, 6 to 8 a.m. time frame, but I certainly do think we'll have precipitation moving in afterwards. Now let's look at the 850 millibar chart here, just to make sure nothing else has really changed. And oh my goodness, that that nor'easter is something else. But yeah, otherwise things look pretty much the same. You can see that next low pressure system moving towards the area a lot more clearly. And I think, it's going to be a fun time. Now looking at the surface, again, you can really see that low pressure absolutely go bonkers. I mean, think about it. This is 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 1,000 millibars at 3 p.m. today. This is 7 p.m., 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 7, or 12 hours, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. It drops 20 millibars, 1,000 millibars to 980 millibars. And then let's just go the full 24 hours. Down to 972. That is a 28 millibar drop. I gotta look something up. And actually, I didn't even go all the way, right? Because I started at 3 p.m. Did I not? See, I need to, this is why I need to use my brain more. I think I started at 3 p.m., which means we'd have to go all the way to 21. Well, it's still 976. Actually, I think that's slightly, yeah, so I think the 972 is still the better. That is a in less than 24 hours. That is a 28 millibar drop. Yep, I just looked it up. The definition of bombogenesis is 24 millibars in 24 hours or less. So that does meet the definition of bombogenesis. That is that could be a bomb cyclone. So it is literally bombing out. Technically, that is a technical term. Excuse me. Um, sorry, I got to nerd out on that thing. Like that is just going crazy. Anyway, we do have some high pressure at first that kind of moves over our area with that ridge, but then again, as we head into Tuesday morning, you can really see that next area of low pressure building out toward northwest. So that'll be fun. I ignore the fact that it's really cold. I choose to ignore that, but enough yapping about technical stuff for the moment. Let's just take a look at our highs and lows, because that's really what you care about here, I think. So for today, it looks like we're just going to hang around pretty much right where we are right now in the low 30s. As we head into the evening, temperatures will begin to drop, and we will reach our low tomorrow morning. Yes, we will reach our. I was making sure it just didn't get colder through the day tomorrow. We reach our low tomorrow morning in the upper teens, just below 20 degrees. And things will warm up a little bit tomorrow after, not a lot. We will warm into the low 20s, but we won't get much warmer than that. And then temperatures will drop tomorrow night and into tomorrow morning. We will again be in the low teens. It's been a while since we've been there, right? Yeah, not so fun memories with that, right? Yeah, I don't have fun memory. Yeah, we're going back, unfortunately. So, if you didn't miss the low teens, I'm sorry, they're coming back. Um, if you can't tell, I'm just so thrilled by that. Mm. But now we get to the fun part, the precipitation. And again, we'll continue to have some light snow showers across the area through the day today. Um, just some small showers across the whole state. And of course, you can see that nor'easter really bringing the snow hammer down. It it's not being kind to the northeast whatsoever. But as we head kind of the further into the overnight and into tomorrow morning we go, the more the snow subsides in our area, and the more uh, not kind the nor'easter gets to the northeast. Uh, but as we head into tomorrow afternoon, both areas kind of chill out. Now we are like completely chilled out here. It looks like the precipitation for our area should pretty much be ceased by tomorrow afternoon, and I believe tomorrow should be, at least in terms of precipitation, relatively nice for us. You know, not for some of these eastern coastal areas, but for us. But as we head into Monday or tomorrow evening, I mean tomorrow is Monday, but as we head into the evening, again, no precipitation over in our area. But as we head into Tuesday, I don't know if you could see super well, but right in the upper left corner, you start to see some snow moving into the area, and I can zoom out. You start to see some snow associated with that next low pressure system. So again, that is just reinforcing that we could see some precipitation with that next system moving into our area, and it's something we will have to watch. Now let's dig into the wind a bit. Right now, winds are kind of sustained around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and they'll hang around there for the rest of the day. They'll maybe a tiny bit overnight, and they should remain relatively the same through much of tomorrow before chilling out altogether as we head into Tuesday morning. Now, if you'll notice, the sustained winds on the east coast here, sustained winds, again, I shall add, are going to be around between 20 to 35 miles per hour. And that's like on the coast. Of course, over the water where there's less friction, it gets a lot stronger than that. But now let's take a look at the wind gusts. And for us, our gusts right now are maybe up to 20 miles per hour. As we head into the overnight, could get up to 30 miles per hour at times. Then tomorrow, it really hampers down closer to that 20-mile-an-hour mark again. And then, of course, as we head into Tuesday, the winds calm down, though it does look like there's more wind coming behind with that next low pressure system. Now, of course, on the east coast here, they have wind gusts as high as 60 miles per hour actually on land. I mean, just take a look at Connecticut here. I think the lowest wind gust value in the entire state is 45 miles per hour. And like most of the state is looking at 50 to 60 mile an hour gusts. Like that's, whew, you know, there's a reason that there are blizzard warnings across the entire coast right now. It's going to be rough there. And the reason I bring this up is, again, if you happen to have family over there, family, friends, or you happen to be traveling over there, probably don't want to know about that. That is going to be a full-blown blizzard. In fact, I have a friend, myself, who is in Connecticut, and his blizzard warning is explicitly calling for 50 to 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 16 to 20 inches of snow. And there could be a case to be made that some areas could see over 2 feet. It, like, oof. Again, it is going to be a brutal storm over there. On that same topic, you should mention the snow that we got. Nowhere near 16 to 20 inches. I think, if I remember from the previous video, believe the forecast was 1 to 2 inches for us. And I think that's roughly what we got. There's probably like 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches out there. Of course, it seems like every single time that I mention, oh, it shouldn't be that bad unless you happen to be out driving when it starts, when all the roads are freshly covered, and no one's been out yet. It seems like every time I say that, I happen to be the one who's out driving when that happens. And it's not fun. And last, but certainly not least, we'll take a look at our cloud cover. Things are cloudy now, and will remain cloudy through the day today, and into portions of the overnight. As we head into tomorrow morning, the initial conditions may still be fairly cloudy, but it looks like conditions will clear out through the day, and by the mid-afternoon, we're probably only looking at about 30% cloud cover here. Of course, we're not going to be able to enjoy that for super long before it starts to get dark, but we should still have at least a few hours of some nice clear weather tomorrow. I mean, yeah, this right here is 7 a.m., right? And so if you add, 5 hours to that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's noon. So I think at noon we're probably around 50% cloud cover. So I mean, yeah, even then, I think most of the afternoon should be pretty clear, actually. I would say right around the beginning of mid-afternoon is when it should be, like, where we should be looking at like 20% cloud cover or less. And that will last into the evening. So at least in terms of cloud cover, tomorrow should be a really nice day. Maybe not initially in the morning, but just in general, especially in the afternoon, probably going to see the sun, a rarity in Michigan winters. Although it seems to be pretty common this year, surprisingly. Things should remain clear through most of the overnight, but of course we will have more clouds building in as we head into Tuesday morning with the approach of that next system. That's all I have for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.